Alright, this video will show how one sprite interacts with another sprite. So we'll have a cat sprite that cannot go through another sprite, which we will call a wall sprite. The first thing we're going to do is create the wall sprite, and we do this down in the bottom right hand corner. Pick the icon that looks like a paintbrush. It says paint new sprite. When we click on this, all I'm going to do is hit the line tool, make the brush stroke pretty big. Actually, that's probably a little too big. So let's do that over. Hit clear. And make a line right down the center of the screen. Hit OK. I try to name my sprites what it is, and this is a wall, I'll call it. So we'll program the sprite, the cat sprite. We'll call him cat, and we'll program it to move forward and backwards. So when right arrow key is pressed, then move 10 steps. When left arrow key is pressed, move -10 steps. Okay, so as you can see, the sprite moves forward and backwards. And right now, if we go up to the wall sprite, it goes right through it. But we don't want that to happen. So in the controls, you want an if statement. So move forward, if this cat sprite is touching the wall, which we changed the sprite to wall, then you can stop script, but actually we could do it this way. If not touching the wall, move forward 10 steps. So we move forward, it's touching the wall, so we can no longer move forward, but we can move backwards. However, in many cases you'll have the same code in the back arrow. So let's put this in the back arrow as well. If not touching the wall, move -10 steps. So we're going, if we put the sprite, put the sprite on the other side of the wall, and we move backwards, again we get to the wall we can't touch. But because you can't touch using the right and left arrow key, the sprite's touching the wall right now, so I can't even move forward. So I would suggest writing the code more like this. If touching the wall, well, if the right arrow is pressed, move 10 steps, but if it is touching the wall, move back 10 steps to the point where you weren't touching the wall. So as we move forward, as you can see, it doesn't really touch the wall, because really what it's doing is touching the wall and moving back, and it's doing it so quickly that you can't see it. And that way you can still move backwards and forwards, and that we can do with the left arrow as well. Move -10 steps, but if it's touching the wall, then you want to move forward 10 steps. And we'll get rid of this knot. So I don't have the down arrows working right now. So we can go backwards, but see, it never really touches the wall, because once it touches it, the if set statement is reached and it moves it forward. So now we can move forward and backwards. And that's how you have the sprites interact with each other.